Surprise, motherfucker. Hey, what's up? This is Venger Satanis. Um, I've been sick with a cold, very minor cold, nothing to worry about, all week. So I'm finally feeling a little bit better. It was kind of like up and down. I was feeling okay and then not so good, but I'm coming out of it. So by tomorrow, I should be all good. I want to do another video about the DIY sandbox. Because I want you to create your own sandbox if that's what you want. And I'm going to teach you how to do it with the least amount of worry and prep and time and money going into it. Okay, so last video I did basically part one. So this is part two. Got my phone, which I'm recording on, and then right there is the screen for my blog, Venger's Old School Gaming blog. I'll put the link to this particular post in the description below. So once you've got the main three Roman numerals from the first video done, I've got three more for you. Okay, number one is traveling. So unless you're going to run a lot of sea adventures, the players are going to want their characters to go adventuring on the road. They're going to want to go to all the different little locations, maybe some of the bigger locations eventually that you set up. I'm going to turn that down. Okay. And so while traveling, you need wandering monsters. You could have like a short list, or you could have like a random table, which is pretty standard. You could create your own. You could get one from the internet or just ask someone. I'm sure there's thousands of wandering monster tables just like sitting on the internet. So just grab one or create your own or whatever, mix and match. B, hazards. Come up with something, some sort of, could be a trap, could be like quicksand, could just be like bandits known to be in the area, could be like wandering assassins or something like that. Some sticky situation that the PCs might encounter. Not necessarily a monster, but like something, an obstacle that needs to be overcome, or something that they need to be aware of. They need to overcome. And then C, NPCs. Who are the players going to meet, or the characters rather? Who are they going to meet along the way? So just a random assortment of non-player characters that are neither wholly good or evil or out to take advantage, but they could be. Just a wide variety. All you need is like a name, a very brief physical description, and something about them. And you could random table all this too, if you want. That would make it easier. Or just have a short list of like 8 NPCs, and then the PCs meet one or two of them every time they make like a long trek over the wilderness or whatever. Okay, Roman numeral 2, noteworthy NPCs. Flesh out prominent NPCs in the realm, like king, queen, duke, duchess, other royalty and nobility, princess, prince, things like that. A baron, things like that. B, lower class patrons, mentors, merchants, faction leaders who the PCs may interact with on a regular basis. Maybe the local blacksmith is, has a personality of some kind, as a ham, maybe, who likes amateur dramatics or something like that. Is always in the local plays or something like that. It's just off the top of my head. I don't know why that came into my head. A blacksmith that likes to be the sugar plum fairy. I don't know. Weird shit just comes into my head. I don't know how or why. It's my superpower My superpower. Okay, C. Nemesis, which I'm pretty sure is the plural for nemesis. Anybody seen the movie Mystery Men? They have that little discussion just for like 2 seconds in that movie. I thought that was funny, and I think they're right. I think the plural of nemesis is nemesis, but I haven't verified it. Okay, so the PCs will have enemies pitted against them and their causes, thwarting PC goals, possibly trying to kill them. So yeah, flesh those out. Whoever is actively trying to harm the PCs or hinder them in their struggles, um, name those people and give them a short description, maybe where they're located, um, exactly how they're trying to thwart the PCs, etc. Different camera angle. Hey, production values. Okay, Roman numeral 3. New details. So A, more information about places the PCs already know, like the small dungeon you told them about in the first session. So you gave them the lay of the land in the first session or two. So long about sessions like 3 to 5, then you bring in this second outline. And then you give, maybe you presented like a little snapshot, just a little quick blurb, like travelers, tourist information of like what this dungeon is about, or what this tower is doing here, or why the swamp might be beneficial to go into or to avoid. But yeah, after somewhere in the 3 to 5 session range, you want to drop more hints or place more rumors or have people talk about or just seed your prior adventures or the adventures that's happening now with more information about those places that you've already discussed. So that's another layer, basically. B, further reaches. What's over the mountain or beyond the barrier or below the surface? You can start talking about the subterranean layers or the Underdark or the Nether Realms or what have you. You can start talking about the neighboring realm, which you probably didn't go into in the first few adventures because you were focused on this current realm. But now you can start talking about, oh, maybe there's another realm like, over there, beyond the haunted forest or something like that. And C, weird shit. Now the PCs feel rather comfortable and at home with the campaign setting, it's time to throw in a few curveballs. What gives that giant floating crystal the right to mind control everyone who steps foot inside the obsidian labyrinth? That's just something I came up with off the top of my head. But yeah, that movie Idiocracy where so you have like a tattoo like on your wrist, and there's like a tattoo reader in certain machines, like maybe a vending machine, or if the central control is trying to verify your whoring license, or something like that. If you've seen the movie, then maybe you get that reference. You put your wrist into this mechanical hole, and then it reads your tattoo, and then maybe it lets you pass through the barrier, or maybe it gives you a token to be redeemed later, or maybe it gives you like a weird obscure message, like a fortune cookie, or practical advice, like that one computer in that Twilight Zone episode, in the post-apocalyptic aftermath of nuclear war. So yeah, throw in a lot of weird shit, or at least some weird shit. Doesn't have to be super weird. I mean, if you don't have a gonzo like science fantasy campaign setting like Jalt's, that's fine. You could still have strange or bizarre things, just not normal things. Things that might have a little bit of mystery to them, or just add, like I said before, another layer of like, oh, what's that? Or this world seems different than what I thought it was like weeks ago when we were just exploring the small dungeon. I thought my preconceived notions was this world was like A, and now it's a bit of like A plus B, you know. And that's it. So yeah, you got you're traveling, noteworthy NPCs, and new details. Um, if I am a mind to, maybe I'll make a part 3 of this DIY sandbox. I don't know. I would love to hear from you. Like this video, subscribe. Aaron, the pedantic, has 1,000 subscribers now. Lucky bastard. I shouldn't say luck because he puts a lot of work into his channel and his games, running games and stuff like that. I have 5 kids and a wife and a job, and I write a lot, so I put out a lot of content like that. But I don't run a ton of games, and I have been trying to make more videos, but I don't put near as much work into my channel as Aaron does. So good for him. That's awesome. And Aaron and I are going to have another episode of Gonzo Up Your Ass this Tuesday. So look for that on his channel. I've got a decent amount. I've got almost 700 subscribers. So yeah, please subscribe if you like my content or if you want to see more of it. And what else? Share the video. That's good too. I think I am going to do a convention next August or July. Probably next July because August gets pretty busy for me work-wise. Probably next July. I don't know if it's going to be the same weekend as Gen Con because apparently that's my wife's parents' wedding anniversary and they might go out of town and then she wouldn't have any help with the kids. So I'll probably do it maybe the week before. So maybe like mid-July. So close to a year from now, I want to do a convention. I've got to scout out some locations and see about that. So that'll be another video update, probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 days from now when I get time to go to a couple different venues and check out information and prices and things like that. Anyway, that's enough for this video. It's pretty long already. So, all that good stuff. Have a good weekend.